people will let you be real alone. I don't chase people, so, and I ain't gonna force nobody. I'm not gonna hate you because you're not just jumping in like, yo, yeah, that's facts, bro. But it's rare. I have been joked at, like, for saying stuff online that those same people have agreed with me with offline. So it's like, what's going on? I ain't gonna hate you. I get it though, in a sense. And that is where the boxes come in at. Have you noticed? If not, denial is up to you. That's all I'm saying. I'm not the judge. But boxes, when you hear that word, what's the first thing you think? Maybe it depends where you grew up at, I'll say. Because people who grew up in the hood or whatever, the main box is death, like in the ground. That is one of the boxes though. So just look at just read between the lines. You don't gotta actually tell me, oh yeah, you make sense. I don't expect that. But the fact that, alright, let me just break it down. Number one, I already talked about how we in the land of consumption. You could pertain that to the whole earth, because everybody is after something to soothe their pains. Like, it don't gotta be physical pain. I hope you get what I'm saying. I'll state, that's not a crime at all. It takes a lot to just sit there and accept pain. Physical, mental, anything, So I understand. Let me say that as well. What I don't understand is one of the boxes. How we all can verify. Nobody likes to feel pain, right? But it seems I don't even want to say forget, but for lack of better words, let's just use that. We seem to forget that when we play into the boxes, that being, let's say, mainstream popularity, that's a box. Like, you have to be popular. They made it to where you gotta be popular to get your voice out, to be seen, to be glorified, like most people want to be. Like, again, no shade, but it's not cool when you think about what I said, for lack of better words. People seem to forget. You trap the next generation in that same box as long as you go along. Most importantly, for the most part, it's the mainstream artist, the mainstream celebrities, quote unquote. Like, they're popular, but they still regular people. They're just addicted to that consumption. Which one? They consume the glorification. It's pleasure. It's pleasures. But one thing I rarely see people willingly consuming is somebody else's hurt. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they're just like, nothing wrong with it to encourage, give them a good word. But people don't break it down. Many don't. They just won't get it over. Oh, you'll be all right, bong. That still helps, though. So, there's no hate. But yeah. So, us seeing... This is why I say, in my opinion. Well, you know what? It's not even my opinion. I believe. I'm pretty sure. One of the reasons why I say you shouldn't covet, which is you basically lusting for what somebody else has. You shouldn't covet because what somebody else has, especially this, what I'm talking about, popularity. Depending on what they're making popular, it's not good. I think most people think I tend to want what I want. Oh shit, nah, I'm thinking about the children most of all. And I wonder if you see how when someone talks like myself right now, they don't get promoted. Forget the likes, forget if they friends like it, people they know, nah. I'm talking promoted. How often do you see an encouraging message go viral? I haven't. At all. At all. Like, I've seen a lot of viral things. But encouraging? Nah. Why? Because boxes. They want us boxed in. Believe it or not. But again, you can decipher facts. You can conclude if it's a fact or not. When you don't go along with the mainstream, are you promoted? Do you yourself, if you like what's popular, no hate. If you like what's popular and you have a friend that you know that go against that, are you going to support him? Not just cause, but if he says something truthful. Like how this point is easy to say to parents. If you're a parent, right? Do you not think your child is being affected by what is being pushed to the masses? Not things you come across, what's being pushed. Can they be affected? Especially if you push it with them. Do you care? And this is not the guilt trip, because I don't like that. We are basing this on facts. Now, I'm not going to just assume you going against me just cause, right? But if you say I'm wrong, how come Let's just base it on the hood. For generations. Brothers stand on the corner, try to come up quick. I understand. But generations, we've been seeing the same thing, right? And the conclusion is a box or a box. Always. The main box, and then you got the other main box, bro. I don't know which one is worse. Well, that's not even necessary. The fact is, the other box is a sell, bro. They box you in. So how come they only promote? When I say artists, man, listen. The only thing they make popular is what convinces the children mainly to do what's been going on for generations. That in which we see for generations. We've been seeing it for generations. It's not working. So how come we still falling for it? I can't make your mind up for you, and I'm not trying to be a tyrant. I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't even try. So I'm not trying to tell you not to do it. People have their reasons. Am I promoting it? Not at all. But I'm not a hater, which is kind of irrelevant, but I understand. I grew up in the same place. I know. It's just when it starts being promoted to the masses, how often do the popular, for lack of better words, artists now, why are they not giving encouraging messages to the children? It's so bad that, no disrespect to parents, but so many parents go along with the younger generation now. They doing the same things online. They out here jumping in challenges. But I never see a challenge that's beneficial. That's all I can say. Challenges, they haven't been beneficial. It's like pleasure, but, you know, I'm kind of dragging it. Let me just... I should be brief again. Because, yeah, it is nighttime. But, yeah. So, overall, consumption. We seem to only want to consume what gets us popular easy, or what feels good. Acknowledgement aside, whether somebody promote it or not, that's what, like, as I said, understandably, nobody wants to feel pain. Like, willingly, I don't think. But whatever. Nevertheless, what we seem to... our consumption is rubbing off. That's all I can say. It's rubbing off. Even more so now. But we've been seeing that for generations. And we've been seeing for generations. It affects the generation that's younger than those. I hope you get what I'm saying, because, yeah. I can just ask though, what are you feeding? Because consumption, somebody's consuming what you are promoting. It could be simple. It don't have to be harmful or nothing. But what are you feeding? Is it something harmful that, with the fact we all know, none of us stay here, bro. It's said. It don't matter if you're rich, poor, etc. None of us staying here. The money ain't keeping you here at all. So I asked, what are you feeding? Because can you assure that what you feed others will benefit us? Because what a simple example is what we've been fed. Whoever did it or started it is irrelevant, but somebody did. What's most important is somebody went along. With holidays, I'm not the judge, I'm not hating, but our impact is all that matters. Number one, the judge of judges. They say everybody will be judged according to their works. What's works? Your impacts. Whether you impacted yourself, you might have impacted the Most High. They say we can grieve the Father, you know? So he's been impacted by all of us in a good way or a bad way. We're judged according to our works. Along with that, we impact others. And whose land is this? They say the God of this world. The God of this world. So when you feed what he would like you to feed, you're going to get pushed, promoted, is what I mean. That's an easy way to determine what's going on. But, as it says, many people reject the truth. They resist it. Although the works of the Most High is seen by all of us. Maybe you don't see it. So I'll give you an example. And shouts to Brother Hope, because he helped me explain this a little better. It makes total sense. How you got atheists and all that. You got people who believe the Bible, people who believe such and such, right? Which is irrelevant to this. We all say, oh, that wasn't cool, that wasn't right. Somebody did something wrong in our eyes, right? So how do people justify what is wrong or right without a standard that's higher than our own? Because otherwise it's just opinions. Right? Am I tripping or not? So how do we all justify, okay, if somebody takes something from you, you get mad, you react. I never seen somebody get stole from it, like, oh, yo, you that dude, bro. Just happy, like, nah, ever. Because God's morals are embedded in us. But again, people resist the truth. So they will pretend. And some are deceived. They say they would they say they will deceive and they will be deceived. But yeah, consumption is the topic as well as boxes. You got mainstream boxes. You got laws, man-made laws, mandates. Those are boxes. Some of them are very useful. Others, it's just like, bro, you reaching. But what happened? We go along without saying nothing. People go along with movements that make no sense so they can be seen. But yeah. And the fact of the matter is, do you ever examine what you're feeding, what you feeding into? Consumption, feeding into. You know, can I get some feedback? You got live feed, you got news feeds, feed. We just hungry. They be like, yo, you out here eating, ain't you? Eating. And none of it is talking about actual food. Unless you, bro. Live feed, news feed, no. Feedback, not food. But in a sense, it is. Because we're feeding our pleasure. And if that pleasure is negative and is made popular enough, we are feeding it to the next generation who feeds into it, which is why we have generational cycles. Impacts. Caged in. These are key indicators that even, especially those who know me, they will hear what I'm saying. You don't have to agree with me aloud. Oh man, people hear truth from others that they like spite low-key. And as much glorification as they want, they wouldn't try to get glory from that, which all glory should go to God, but I'm just, using examples. They wouldn't try to be heard by that because they know they fed into what's popularly known that, oh, nah, that's corny. That's corny. But yeah, it's corny until, God forbid, yet we see. I say God forbid because it hits home to certain people. But yeah, it's corny until, again, God forbid, it hit home. But there's people who that happened to. Because nobody wants to feed into what's corny until it's popular. But the God of this world will do what he can to keep that from becoming popular. Then people will see. They want us boxed in. That's why when somebody goes out of bounds, they jump outside that box. What they do, that's the only time a person gets boxed out. They box you out now because, oh, what? Oh, what you saying? Such and such. They start thinking you hate them. Oh, you trying to diss me? Like, no. You thinking about you. Think about those affected by what we have made an impact with when we're not here no more. Can you think this far? If God allows it to go this far, right? Once we're not here, there's people who's already impacted by what we fed, what we're feeding others. God sees the beginning and the end. He is the beginning and the end. Try to think as far as that goes, because I know you're intelligent. You have some sense. Can you understand that there's people who's already impacted by what we're feeding today that aren't even born yet? But if God allows that future to come, they will be impacted. Whether it's through righteousness or through evil, wickedness. Things that are not beneficial. If you don't want to hear those words, that are detrimental to us, which have been for generations. Detrimental. Which is why we know this. Many of us see the generational curses, yet because it's popular or we think it gets us known, it makes us look cool. It's security. It's security for us. We do the same thing that we see for generations have been detrimental. But I understand. No, I'm not promoting it. I don't think it's cool. But I've been in that situation. I've been there. So I can't. What I'm not better than you. Nah. I'm no better than you. And very much so, you can be better than me. Though it's not a competition. There's people who tell themselves they can't learn certain things. Then one day they try it, bro, they better than the person who they usually see doing it. So we can challenge each other, but like competing to where it's like, yo, nah, this nigga think he better than me. It shouldn't come to that. Because now we boxing each other in. We dueling, like, you know, that's not helpful. So we got to be aware of what we consume, because certain things that we consume, we recycle. We feed back to others, and they feed into. Next thing you know, it's on their live feed. So they're feeding whoever stops the view. And as of today, there's like, yo, outnumbered. Those who take the time to even attempt to feed something positive. Very few. So they are outnumbered. But again, we're all judged according to our work. So running with the herd.
Save gas.
If that make you comfortable, then it's best to think about judgment. If you don't believe in that, then how come you reinforce those who don't believe it? How come you reinforce your place here on earth? You get ring cameras and bunkers and all that. You don't believe in judgment. So you say. But nobody willingly seeks to make the transition, like, unless they're in a harmful mind state. And I've been there. I almost said I'm not being funny, but I don't know nobody who would be funny about that. That's the only time, though. And looking at it today, it's like, I know for a fact, whatever had me in that state of mind was not worth it. So why was I there? Funny enough, that's when I found God. The Lord, Jesus Christ, I'm saying. Nevertheless, I get shunned, outcasted for attempting, doing what I can. Because not only about you, I'm thinking about myself last. I'm like, whatever. I'm basically made an outcast for talking like this. So it ain't like I'm doing it for clout, because where is it? I'm doing it because I care. And while not expecting the masses to jump on it, I doubt it. It's bro. I basically shouldn't even think that far, no. But nevertheless, not only because of you, because I care for you, falling into the box, whichever one I name, you can name. You could talk about or equate to that. But not only that, the mainstream box was made popular. I'm thinking about the children. Call me corny. I don't even have a child, but I know plenty. And for what? I say 2 generations I can say I've been around for sure. I've seen all, including myself, fall into what's made popular, what's called popular. And yes, it felt good. But the conscience speaks. And I wouldn't say tired of, I just didn't want to. I wasn't a big fan of going along to be heard anymore. Like, so, as I said, I've been here, which is just one reason why I'm not even allowed to hate anyone for doing it at all. Bro, I'm not supposed to hate nobody anyway, so that's 2 reasons why I definitely don't hate you. I'm not condemning you, because that's not my job. And what would I do? They talk about positive motivation. In my opinion, that's negative motivation. Like, that's motivating somebody to run away from you. They're gonna go do it somewhere else. So, I ain't out here to talk down on you like it don't happen, or I haven't been in it. It's just the fact. The enemy boxes us in, then we start boxing those who go against the things the enemy has convinced us to box ourselves in with. We go against those who go against that. And now we end up boxing them out, not knowing. Or maybe some do know, because again, plenty resist the truth. So known or unknown, we end up repeating the cycle. Because it's pleasure. Consuming. It's hot out here. But I don't like bugs, like mosquitoes. Oh my goodness. My face is broke out a little bit. Being around bugs, it's either that or the heat. You know? But yeah. So then what? The people who resist the truth, like happily, they may know that you have upright discernment. But being that goes against what has made them popular or what gets them the pleasure, which is clout and all that, they will do what they can to consume. It say that the devil is out here seeking whom he may devour. Eating is consumption. Consumption. What are you consuming into your mind? Feeding back. And they say, be careful lest you bite and devour each other and then ultimately consume each other, which is what many try to do. I'm not here trying to say I'm better than you, because I would hope. I have prayed. I do pray, but I don't really care to say all that. I mean, that's unnecessary. But that's just one prayer. For you to be better than me, or somebody in the next generation, mostly. The next generation. For those who feed into what's, man, listen, it say, lean not to your own understanding. We even feed into our negative thoughts. I have, which is why I was in that state of mind before. That's a great example. Lean into my own understanding, thinking, oh, I'm not worthy. One of the boxes is me feeling like, oh, let me walk up the same street twice and it's nighttime. My mind begins to be boxed in. It kind of is low key, but I'm not ignorant. I know that happens. Let you walk past the same house too many times. Somebody, through fear or frustration, maybe they don't want to wild out. They be like, bro, I seen this dude walk past several times. Let me hit the emergency button. Next thing you know, whoop, whoop, boxing you in, oh, you can't keep, like, how you gonna tell me? Ain't this public ground here? But even without going that far, that's the box that the mind is in. Either that or somebody wild to pop up, which is possible. But you get what I'm saying. I don't want to like OD on it. Nevertheless, consumption. And rarely do people want to feed into what's not popular. Shall I end there? Or shall I end telling you that you matter? never try to be popular so you could be validated by somebody who might be lying. Females, like young females out here walking at nighttime. Nah, they shouldn't fare, but geez. Some willingly though, so. And some unwillingly. But again, we're speaking facts, I guess. No, I am, but yeah, I was gonna speculate for a second. Nevertheless, not to say they lying, that you don't matter, but a lot of people do things to acquire validation from others. I just thought about it. Well, I gotta stop talking too fast. Because I'm not doing this for validation. I'm doing this to attempt to help through facts. But a lot of things that's like, let's say, made viral, it's foolish. It makes people look foolish. So what I meant by they might be lying is they laughing at you. They like, look at it. Yeah, I've seen it, bro. Sis, you. They be like, yo, look, this joint stupid. This nigga is stupid. Such and such. But they don't stop and encourage that person. Why? Because it's not popular. Everybody in the comments is laughing, saying the same thing. They stupid. They stupid. And maybe they are ignorant of what they're doing. So by whoever say that, understanding that what they're doing is ignorant, why would you not encourage them? Feeding into the herd. Trying to outdo somebody else comment. I've been there. I'm no better than you. But through God and not my own strength. I've been allowed to understand certain things. I don't know everything. Yeah, I say that all the time. I know, the things I'm allowed to know, I say that. One example, when I was in that low state of mind, how did I overcome that? And realize today that was wild. Saying, I would have knew that was wild and realized it wasn't worth it through my own strength. And never did it. Never, I would have never been in that state of mind if it was through my own strength and power. So who else is, like, who's doing it? It ain't us. We see people get overtaken. Females like, I don't know what got into me. And we see dudes like, I'm wilding. No man insults. No man regrets his choices intentionally. That rhyme, right? I say, how do we gain strength? If you say us, then why she say, I don't know what got into me? Then the man say I'm wilding. When if you're a man hearing this, if you actually take the time to listen, she say, I don't know what got into me. The man say I'm wilding. Like, no man regrets his decisions intentionally. His choices. Do you? Do you ever do something to regret it purposely? Realistically, like, I don't know. I don't know. No, I can't think that far. To say yeah would be something, and I will not insult you. Like, I would just ask, how did you come to that conclusion? Because I'm attempting to. And what gives you the power to regret what you did? To understand that it was wild. It wasn't worth it. Why? How do we not know that beforehand? It ain't our own knowledge. How come we see so much evil being promoted? Mainstream. I just seen a post the other day talking about such and such got new something wicked, something fingernails. I never see no it's this new Jesus something out. You guys should try it. I never see a Jesus ad. Bro, not ever. Why is the question? Why? It's kind of obvious to me. Somebody want us boxed in and enjoy it. And enjoy it. Which is why, not through my power, I ended up outside of the box. And now, though, it's likely to get me what? Side-eyed. Literally hated is possible. Shunned, outcasted, etc. That's irrelevant. I don't care for this stuff no more. I enjoy it. Yes, I still have goals, but it's like, man, listen. I didn't even finish what I was saying about the holidays. No disrespect. But how come we could come together as a collective to do that? Watching the first 48 last night, I seen how we come together as a collective to do harm to each other, to devour, to consume each other, right? Then turn around and those who get caught, apprehended, whatever, they end up in a room with the ones who get paid to lock us up, and they start saying, yes, sir, no, sir, no, sir, yes. Like, that's a sir to you? You saying yes? You got manners now. You got your reasons, but sheesh. The people you grow up around, you don't gotta be best friends. It's just like, those are your enemies. But the people you grew up seeing, throw y'all in one of the boxes or the other one. It's yes, sir, no, sir. You got manners for that. Why somebody in the same struggle as you don't get them same manners or encouraged? Niggas are squares when they try to encourage you. Then nobody say, oh, I'm done talking. Give me a lawyer. So once whoever that happened to finish talking to him, what they do? They go out the room and slap 5, bro, because they getting paid for putting us in a box for life. Some without the possibility of etc. And I'm corny. Those who risk being popular, which is not lit to me. I don't care for that. So it's not much of a risk to me, but you get what I'm saying. I'm corny. Until, God forbid, it gets close. Is it not possible? I don't be in the streets, but I know people people snap. They find people to snap on. Purposely or regretfully. And like I always say, we shouldn't have to wait until it get critical to stop and examine what's going on through facts. It's not a competition. It ain't about, oh, that nigga think he better than me, bro. That's not the focus. You may, what is it? You might see something that I don't see. And through that, we come together as a collective. But I don't gotta say more. The God of this world does not want that. The way he's been able to box us in is always going to be more enjoyable. I say resist the devil. But until you even attempt, then forget me. Don't think about you. Think about when we're no longer on this earth. Who's going to be impacted? If you want to deny that we all don't go, then don't do that. That's all I can say. But peace and growth and strength. Trust Christ. At least attempt. If you're willing. If not, view the earth. Think about how you got a conscience. You realize things that you tried to realize before. How? If it's beneficial, would the devil want that? Do you hate people for bringing to light things that you deny because you don't want to hear it? I've learned a lot of things I didn't want to hear. And later on found out, geesh, it benefits growth and not my destruction here and after. But again, I said enough, so I believe in you. Enough said. Well, I believe you can overcome the boxes. And I ain't perfect, so know that too.